Hello, and welcome to Tamara's Paper Trail. Tamara Bertram, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Hey, so it is Monday here in Canada today, and I am procrastinating on what I should be doing. Well, actually, I came down here to do some work, but truth be told, I couldn't find the top of my desk. So that usually leads me astray for a little while as I as I procrastinate on my job at hand. But this project was on my desk, and what I'm supposed to be doing is I'm making up 6 little kits for my club girls, and this is our last month of our club. So I wanted to do something a little bit special for them, and this box is what I came up with. This is one of our new paper pumpkin boxes, our mini paper pumpkin boxes that are in the catalog. I have no idea how much they cost, and let me see if I can find them. Here they are. Oh, they're stuck to something, of course they are. You get 10 of them in a package, and they hold our note cards and envelopes. So I thought I would pop on and do a quick, well, not a quick video, I know better than that. I thought I would do a video with some tips and tricks on how to use some of these new products. This die is from the Peony dies, which goes with the Prized Peony stamp set. And it is not, okay, first of all, I can't find it because, you know, I just had it and now it's gone. Gosh, am I ever ordering? Oh, there. Yeah, welcome to my gong show. This stamp set is the Prized Peony, and in it you get, or well, in the bundle, you get the dies that coordinate with the stamp set. There are dies that cut out the images. So this one cuts out this large image, this one will cut out this large image, and this cuts out this image. There's also a lovely scalloped edge that die cuts and embosses. So this is not what I wanted to play with. What I wanted to play with were these ones, which make this 3D peony. Fussy is not my jam, let me tell you. I am not all about fussy and time-consuming. Now, I got this bundle because I saw that there was going to be some potential for a project like this, and I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. Now, when I first opened it, my head wanted to explode because there were so many dies, and I don't know what to do with this. So, of course, I jumped onto YouTube and I watched a few videos from some other demonstrators, and I thought I would do the same and just offer you, you know, a quick-ish tutorial on how to put these dies, the die cut pieces together. So these are the ones that I'm playing with. But let me just go over the box here first. Inside the box, I have a package of 5 note cards and envelopes. So again, these are just our note cards that we sell, and there are 20 in a pack. So put a little package together and give it as a gift. They're fantastic. I love that they came out with this size. We have the pizza boxes, but those only hold 3x3 cards. So this is the way to go. Right, so what did I do? I used on this the Peony, what's it called? Peony paper? What? That's not what. Peony Garden is the designer paper that goes with this suite. And so I cut out, well, I'm mass producing, so I'm making 6 of these. So here it is. I cut my first piece of paper at 5.5 and 3 3/4, and that's going to fit the front of our box. I used some of our Petal Pink, I think that's 5/8 inch organdy ribbon, I think is what it is, Petal Pink. And I secure it just with some tear and tape on the front and on the back. And I used a variety of patterns. So this is the one pattern I used. This is another one. I went with the gray granite background. I liked that look. So this is the one for my original box. But of course the other sides are just as doable. All right, so I think we're gonna use this one right now. So looking back at our sample, I'm gonna tape this down to the box first of all. And I'm gonna use, no, I could use my fast fuse, but you know what? I should use my new Stampin' Seal Plus. Gotta get it going. Like our fast fuse, you just sometimes have to roll it with your finger to get it going. I'm actually going to peel off the tear and tape, because why not? One more layer of stickiness. And it fits right on the box. Oh, I guess I should give you my top tip on these boxes. The first one I put together, pardon me, I've got seasonal allergies right now, so I'm a little stuffy. The tip to putting these boxes together without them cracking is a fairly easy one. The first one I did, I don't know where it's at. See if I can find it. This one. When I folded it, the box cracked, the outer layer. I don't think you can see that, and I can't really zoom in on it, but you may or may not be able to see that. But it's cracked a little bit, and that drove me a little bit insane. So I found a workaround. What you want to do is you want to break down the fibers without them cracking. So when you first take your box out, there's a shiny side. That's the inside, because it's food safe. So you want the shiny side to be on the inside. But what you're going to do is you're going to fold on the score lines, not, you know, the first time I did it intuitively, I started folding them this way, like in towards the shiny. No, do it the other way. Flip it over so your shiny side is down, and then fold them. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, yes. So fold it in first, right? So shiny side is against your desk, and then you're going to fold on all the score lines in. And what this is doing is it's breaking down the fibers of that white exterior, which is a paper, as opposed to whatever this glossy inside is. It's going to break it down a little bit so that it's not as stressed when you go to fold it the proper way. So I folded on all my lines. Now you flip it over and you can fold it the way it's supposed to go. So these ones, I've put many a paper pumpkin box together, so I know how these work, but the first time can be a little bit tricky. What you want is these 4 tabs are going to go in like this. And then the side kind of locks it in place, and these little tabs fold into these little notches. So there's your box, just like that. So cute. So that's going to keep it from cracking. I had one of my downline, Tracy, she colored her boxes. What she did was she took a little bottle, a little spritzer of rubbing alcohol, and she put in a whole bunch of drops of re-inker, and then she spritzed the boxes. And the boxes curled a little bit originally, but as they dried, they flattened. And she said she had no problems with cracking whatsoever. So that's a little tip on your boxes to keep them from cracking. Now, okay, 8 minutes later, let's get to our box. So I've taped this down. I added in a layer of, where did I case this from? I think this was from the catalog. I think I got this layout from the catalog. But this, pardon me, this label die is from our Hippo Happiness bundle. So our Hippo frames comes with this beautiful stitched frame. So I'm going to attach that to my box next. And what I'll do here, and it's flat, and again I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. I didn't want to add more dimension to it because I've got this flower is very 3D. So I'm just going to put that right in the middle of the box. Oh, I guess I should have stamped it first. Oh well. I'm going to stamp it now in the Love and Thanks to a Dear Friend. For that, I just use my Memento Black. Ink that up, and I know it needs to be quite low, and hopefully I don't... Actually, I could open this up. Let's do this. More than one way to get her done, right? So I'm stamping it down near the bottom, so there's room for my flower. Perfect. Yay! All right. Put those back in there, actually. All right, now we need to do the flower, and this is the part that I was intimidated by, and I really thought, God, do I really have you know, there's that. I was looking for this. My petal pen. I looked for half an hour for this. I found it. It was stuck in my ribbon. All right. I digress. This can be intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. I'm going to show you. Where is my big shot? Here it is. On the floor along with everything else. You need 4 pieces to cut out the flower. And you can run all 4 pieces through at the same time. So it's not as time consuming as you would think. So it's fairly obvious which are the flower pieces. This great big one, there's 4 different sizes. Great big one, a little bit smaller one. Oops, that's upside down. It's not gonna do anything. Smallest one, and this guy. So these are the 4 pieces you need. Can run them all through at once if you have a top cutting plate. All right, so run that through. Pop out, easy, easy. So you've got your 4 pieces. Just gonna put these aside for a second. Now I'm gonna cut my leaves. So there are a few other pieces for leaves, but I just went with these 3. And then there's these 3 ones that look like squid. These are accent pieces. So this I've done in Pear Pizzazz, and then the accent I did in Moss Meadow. So let's grab a piece. And again, you can run these all through at the same time. So you don't have to get all crazy about how time consuming it is to run all these pieces through. Just do them all at once. So here's my little squiggly pieces. You can put your adhesive sheets on the back of this so that you don't have to glue them afterwards. Just peel and stick. But it's not really that big of a deal for me. So it was actually going to take more time for me to put the adhesive sheets on than it is to actually just add a little titch of glue and run it through. Okay, so I'm going to do my 3 leaves and my accents, and at the same time, because I forgot to do it earlier, I'm going to run through a little piece of black with the center of my flower. What is that? Is that the stamen? Whatever that is. I'm going to do that in black. So just run it all through at once. That quick, you are done. Make sure you have a magnet sheet or a little tray of some sort. I have a magnetic tray on my desk as well, but it's buried in pencils and pens. But you don't want to lose all these pieces. There's so many. They're so easy to get lost. All right, so here are your 3 pieces for the leaves, your 3 accents for your leaves, and whatever this is that we're calling a stamen. Okay, big shot goes away. Now we're just we're going to do a little bit of accent coloring, and then we're going to glue it together, and we're going to have this gorgeous flower. Let's look at this while we do this. So the 4 pieces, you're going to layer from smallest to biggest, and it goes like this. If you notice, the bottom edges, am I in the field of view? Yes. The bottom edge is all the same, so it's just like assembling a puzzle. It's really ridiculously easy. So I'm going to grab my petal pink and my finger dauber, and I'm just going to do some accent coloring on the edges just to give it a bit of depth. Oh my goodness, I think I'm going to sneeze. Why is it whenever you hit record, all of a sudden kids start crying, dogs are barking, your nose is running? Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm also going to just get in here and add a little bit of coloring here. It's okay to manhandle this a bit. You don't want to tear it, obviously, but you can kind of scrunch it up a bit. I saw the samples in the books were actually, they looked like they'd been quite distressed. And that's okay. So you can kind of just bend them a little bit. And just be careful not to tear it open. You don't want to tear these little spots here, but add a little bit of ink around the edges just to give some more dimension to the flower. And I honestly can't believe I even like this. Like, I really can't. This is so not me. I really don't do flowers. I'm not a gardener. I don't do outside a whole lot. There's too many bugs. I'm a bit of a princess. It's like I'll do outside if there's no bugs and it's not too windy and like, you know, I'm a little delicate that way. Okay, so we're just sponging this. And again, you can just get in there with the cracks. It doesn't even matter if you get ink like on these other spots because, you know, you're layering it and it's just going to look like another shadow on the flower. So you can just get in there and don't worry. Get inky. Okay, there, done. That didn't take long, right? Now we're going to assemble. My two best friends are going to be my pokey tool and my glue dots, which are somewhere. They were here. I took them out and put them on my desk. Question is, where on my desk? Huh. Luckily, I have 7 more. Oh, there they are. I was going to say I have 7 more rolls anyway. All right, I'm just making sure I have enough memory on my phone. Holy cow, I haven't checked my memory in ages. All right, so now we're going to assemble. So you're starting with the smallest, and it tucks inside the cut of the next size up. So here's our sizing. So the little one goes in this one goes in this one. It's like those stacking Russian dolls. Now, I'm not going to do it yet, but once you've done 1 or 2, you'll see it's fine if you put a couple glue dots on that. Well, you know what? I'm going to, just to show you that it can be done. Here's my glue dots. All right, so I'm going to put 2 glue dots on the bottom front. Bottom front. Come on. Well, sort of the bottom front of the smallest piece. Then I'm going to tuck it inside the next size up. Tuck it in there. Now you can turn it over and you can see exactly where it's supposed to go. It's going to line up, like I said, these edges match like a puzzle. Ta-da! Okay, step 1, done. Do the same thing. I'm going to put a couple of glue dots. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put them on the back of this one because I just don't want the glue dots to be seen. So once you've, like I say, once you've put 1 or 2 together, you'll know where to put what. You can use glue. You don't even have to do any glue dots at this point. You can just tuck them into each other and then do it afterwards. So I'll show you that on this next, on the next tuck. So this one, so you got the 2 Russian dolls and it's going to tuck in here. Flip it over to see where it's supposed to go and just line it up like a puzzle. Easy, right? Now, you don't have to put the glue dots on at any point, really, until the end. So this one, I'm going to tuck into this one. Sits in there, and it's going to rest in here. So, you know, you could go this way, and you could put the glue dots in now. So, or glue, or however you want to stick them down to each other. You could do it that way. Just put that there, if it wants to stick to it. And then stick it down. Just so they don't all fall apart when the recipient opens their card. Or gift box in this case. So put that one there. How easy was that? Okay, so there it is, like that. I'm going to tuck in this black. Now I'm going to do the black piece later. So it's still fairly flat, right? There's not a lot to it. This one is really puffy. So what I did at this point was I grabbed my mini dimensionals and I started kind of opening these pockets. So I got my bone folder and I just kind of tucked it into the slit. Yeah, that one's pretty glued down. Tuck it into the slit and I just kind of twist my bone folder just to raise that part of the flower a little bit and just kind of rub it around. We just want to get some lift in there on all of these. So if it's not glued down, you can just get your bone folder in, lift it up a little bit. So then what I did was I grabbed my pokey tool and my dimensionals and I just started tucking them in so that they won't be seen. And you don't even have to take off the top. You don't even have to take off the top wax paper if you don't want to. No big deal. If you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. Oh, I guess I should put my little stamen dude in here. So he's going to go in... Where did I put him? because he's going to get in the way of the dimensionals, which I just put in there. All right, well, this stamen guy is going to be crooked. He's going over here. I'm going to put him in with a glue dot. Okay, so you can go in there, little dude. Like that. Okay, so now you can just go in and start building up with some dimensionals if you want to. I mean, you totally don't have to. It's gorgeous just the way it is. But if you're sitting there watching a movie with kids and you got, I'm a multitasker. I can't just sit. So I can watch a movie and shove dimensionals in, and I'm not even going to take those papers off. Like, it's not necessary. So why make it harder on yourself? Just tuck them in there. And it gives some great lift to this really pretty flower. I just love it. Now this guy I glued down, so he's not getting anything in there. But these ones, there's lots of room in there. Where else can I put one? Put one more in here. Look at that, so pretty. Look at that. Okay, so it's a little crooked, but look at that, love it. Now we're gonna pop this onto here. And for that I used, what did I use? I must have used dimensionals, yes I did. Why not? I think I did 6 dimensionals just to make sure he's popped up everywhere. Why not? Lord knows I've got a lifetime supply of dimensionals. It's time to stop hoarding my supplies and start using them. I have this what's the word? Irrational fear of running out of stuff. I don't know. Okay, now look at that, we're almost done. We just need to do our little leaves with their accent pieces. That's the wrong one. Oh, do I have all 3 people? Where are we at here? Nope. Ah, I don't know if these are the right. There we go. That one goes there. No, it doesn't. Okay. I shouldn't have moved. Maybe they're upside down. Maybe they're flipped over. No. This one should go here. Yes, that one goes there. When they first come out of the dies, that's the easiest time to glue them down, so you don't do what I'm doing now, fiddling around, being all confused. That's the wrong. I think I cut out the wrong piece for the wrong. Is that this one? I did this one yesterday. Maybe it's the wrong size. All right, this guy might just get 2. It's definitely not. It's that one. Maybe he flipped over. For goodness sake. I think I cut out the wrong piece. 6 times. Excellent. Well, he doesn't get one. There you go. So for this, I'll figure it out off camera. You don't need to stand there and watch me fiddle around, right? So just a little bit of, I've got our multi-purpose glue. Whatever you've got would work. If you can pick them up. Glue it down if it doesn't stick to your finger. There we go. Wipe off the excess. There's 1. There's 2. Ta-da! Now this one's just going to irritate the heck out of me though, because I thought it was the same size. But it's not. It's the wrong, yeah, I cut out the wrong piece. All right, so then we're just going to pop these down. I think I used glue dots on this. Glue dots are everything for me. They really are. They're easy, they're mess-free, you get 300 in a roll or something crazy like that. I don't know. So then this guy can just go right here. This guy can go here. And I'll fix that third one and put him down when, or maybe he just doesn't get an accent. I don't know. He'll go in there. Ta-da! Right? That wasn't too painful at all, was it? Look, that took 25 minutes from start to finish, complete with rambling and show and telling and die cutting. So I encourage you to check out this die. You can get this bundle for free if you get the starter kit before the end of the month, which is, if you're watching the replay, June of 2020. The promotion is you can pick any bundle in the catalog for free when you get the starter kit, or the try it kit as I like to call it. You pick out, here in Canada, it's $165 worth of product. You pay $135 flat. Plus you get a bundle of your choice for free. The most expensive one in the catalog is $81.75. There's no shipping. There is no tax in Alberta. Saskatchewan does have their PST on top of that, but $135 flat in Alberta. And they also throw in a paper pumpkin kit, which is a $30 value. And like I say, no tax shipping, no commitments, no obligations. You can grab the kit and run away and have nothing else to do with it. Or you can build a business or anything in between. So if you're looking to sign up to be a demonstrator or a hobbyist or a discount purchaser, I would love if you joined my team, Tamara's Trailblazers. Check me out. Send me a message. Send me an email. Send me something, and I can hook you up with that. Thanks so much for checking out my video today. Click on subscribe, and you will get further future notifications of any of my videos that I post, or click the little bell so that you know when I've posted new ones. Have an awesome day. Talk to you soon.